Die Hard's status as an action classic is a matter of settled law, but its place in the pantheon is troubled by a contentious debate, one that resurfaces every year around this time. Is it a Christmas movie? That perennial dispute, started by an innocuous Slate post 17 years ago, may not be an especially serious one, but it does have a way of working itself into every appreciation of that stolidly unpretentious gem of a movie, one whose unfussy craftsmanship can seem, after decades of steroidally inflated star vehicles, like the work of a medieval artisan whose techniques have been lost to time. Fortunately for those who crave a little meat and potatoes between their Thanksgiving turkey and Christmas ham, John Collatsera's Carry On hits the spot. The premise, like Die Hard's, is almost comically simple. Ethan Kopech, Taron Egerton, a TSA agent working a busy airport on Christmas Eve, has to foil a mysterious caller's plan to sneak an ominous black suitcase onto an airplane without alerting the authorities or jeopardizing the life of his pregnant girlfriend, who is fixed in the crosshairs of a sniper's rifle. There's a sprinkling of character development, built around the idea that Ethan, once an aspiring cop, has settled for a dead-end job at the lowest level of public security and now, at last, has a chance to redeem himself. But the movie knows better than to take that too seriously, or to ask Egerton to do more than occasionally crease his forehead or flex his biceps. And lest anyone be tempted to start an argument about whether or not it's a holiday movie, Carry On's first scene ends with the bad guy setting fire to a Christmas tree lot. The Die Hard model thrives on confinement, but considering that Collatsera's The Shallows stranded Blake Lively on a single rock in a shark-infested ocean for a good chunk of its running time, an airport might as well be a football stadium. Die Hard's own sequel, set at Washington Dulles International Airport, suffered from the fact that it's trickier to gin up a sense of captivity when your location covers several square miles. But Carry On's script, by video game writer TJ Fixman, contrives to isolate Ethan even when he's surrounded by thousands of antsy travelers. Soon after an ill-timed push for job advancement lands him his first day running the X-ray machine, a wayward earpiece appears on the conveyor belt, which an anonymous text advises him to start listening to or else. With access to the airport's network of security cameras, the man on the phone, played by Jason Bateman and identified in the credits only as Traveler, and his rifle-wielding accomplice, Theo Rossi, can see everything Ethan does or tries to do, meaning any attempt to sound the alarm or deviate from their plan could get him or his girlfriend, Sophia Carson, or just about anyone else killed. The safest place for him to be would be alone, but there's no day and no place where that's harder to achieve than an airport on December 24. Made for a modest $47 million, Carry On doesn't have show-stopping set pieces, unlike Ethan's mission. Impossible namesake, this one isn't going to save the day by clinging to the outside of a jet plane or scaling the world's tallest skyscraper. His surname is a clue to the stakes. It's the Russian equivalent of a penny. But Collatsera is the kind of director who is inspired by limitations rather than hampered by them. His one big-budget movie, Disney's Jungle Cruise, is his least fun by a long shot, but give him Liam Neeson and a few commuter train cars, and you're in heaven. There's one big misstep. A car crash staged as a fixed shot through the windshield whose transparent digital fakery sticks out like a stuffed animal on a baggage carousel. But by and large it's a no-frills affair, and delightfully so. Carry On opens with the DreamWorks logo, and like Netflix's Rebel Ridge, it's a movie that would have been a treat to see in theaters before it took its rightful place as a living room favorite, to be watched or half-watched over and over again. So many of Netflix's original movies have been overpriced bores or bottom-of-the-barrel slop, but it would be nice if this little boomlet in back-to-basics filmmaking meant the streamer could be a driver for more like this. Clever spins on classic setups, done with integrity and the occasional flash of intelligence, but never straying too far from the elemental satisfactions that great genre movies provide. Let 100 Carry Ons bloom.